Shall we do the 10 scariest sea monsters ever caught? Here's what we'll do, because oftentimes I feel like we don't get scared very much by these highly scary videos and scary sea monsters. We're going to create a scale, okay? 1 to 10 for each of these 10, okay? How scared am I of this sea monster from 1 to 10? From 1 to 10 on the scariness of each submission. So it'll be anywhere from 0 to 100. So we can give it a percent score. We will grade this video. It can get an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F. 50 or below, we'll call an F. If it gets 51, we'll call it a D.
We kind of know what we're getting on land. We understand animals that live on top of the earth, but the same can't be said for creatures that live in the sea.
Well, it can.
There's still so much we don't know about the oceans.
We know literally everything about that fish.
Some of the things that we do know are pretty creepy. In today's video, we're talking about the 10 scariest sea monsters ever caught.
Here we go.
Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the Supreme, and click the notification bell for more lit content. Let's get rolling.
For more lit content. Dude, I can't, you know, I have no ill will towards YouTubers that do this, but I cannot imagine doing this. Imagine every video having to be like, all right guys, subscribe, smash that bell. Why are people so insistent on people turning on notifications, by the way? Like, it's not going to really improve. The amount of people who have notifications on is really not going to improve your, like, your bottom line that much. You want people to subscribe. Yes, you absolutely need more subscribers. Likes help the video potentially reach the algorithm, so I could see encouraging likes. Turning on notifications is such like it just seems dumb to me. Like a dumb thing to try and encourage. You know, you're spreading yourself too thin. All I want is you guys to subscribe. That's it. That's all I ask. Whatever else you do, I don't fucking care. It's okay. That's a fire intro. Number 10.
Alien shark.
Okay. So that is a photoshopped hammerhead. We can also be very sure that that makes no sense because you'll see the length of the eye in this direction would not make sense considering they're standing in like foot deep water. So unless the eye is completely, the head is completely missing on this side, then it literally makes no sense.
Sadly, the shark that he caught was pregnant with 55 pups, causing mass criticism online.
Yep. That's it. That was number 10. Okay, this is just a skate.
The Coney Island.
So wait, we have to do the first one. It's just a fake hammerhead. I'll give it a 2 because it's a hammerhead. So we'll add a 2 so far. So far he's failing. The second one is a skate. This is literally just a skate that's called the Coney Island creature. This is a fat 0. So we're at 2 out of 20 so far.
Island adventure. The footage of the mysterious creature flopping around got 23 million views on here.
Go ahead and look.
The footage of the mysterious creature
you can see
around got
the fins that spread outward from the middle. The fins are just curled in against its body, so it looks more like circular and has like a bigger body. It's flat. 3
million views on the video platform and was later shared on other social media sites, making headlines and freaking people out across the world. A lot of people thought that the creature looked like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Demogorgon! The Demogorgon. Anyone who's watched Stranger Things is very upset at that.
Conservation Trust waded in to say that it was actually an underdeveloped skate. I don't know though. It looks monstrous to me. What kind of skate has a beak?
It doesn't have a beak. Its side fins are just folded inward. That's all. Very clearly doesn't have a beak. Yeah, 2 out of 20 so far.
I'm going with a government cover-up on this one.
Oh, you're going with a government cover-up on this one. Okay.
The San Diego serpent.
That is an oarfish. That's a 0 out of 10 because their mouth can barely fit phytoplankton in it, let alone a fucking human being. So we're at a 2 out of 30 so far. And the only reason the first one got any points is because it was a hammerhead.
The monster turned out to be a particularly big oarfish, stretching 23 feet long and weighing 300 pounds. Oarfish are the longest bony fish alive, and apparently they can grow up to 36 feet in length. The fish usually...
Did you see the lamprey cuts? Is that what these are? Or a cookie cutter shark? Probably lampreys, right? These little, like, whole chunks taken out of the side. It's kind of cool.
And apparently they can grow up to 36 feet in length. Over the years, sightings have inspired a great number of myths and legends, with sailors once genuinely believing that they were sea serpents. To be honest, oarfish do look like monsters, so what's the difference really? They just turned out to be real. That's it.
That's an interesting point. Oarfish is one of those things where, like, if there was a legend behind it, I'd be talking about how fake it is or whatever, you know? But it's a real thing. I guess I see the validity there.
Oil rig lurker. A curious, billowing sea monster was caught on camera 5,000 feet deep in the Gulf of Mexico. The creature flopped into the view of a camera attached to an oil rig and left marine biologists scratching their heads when the footage was found.
They weren't scratching their heads.
Have a look for yourself. So I'm guessing you think it's like an underwater sheet or something.
Nope.
Not that that would make any sense so far down below the surface, but I totally understand. This thing is alive.
I'll give it a 1 out of 10 because it's kind of a freaky jellyfish. I'm not scared of it, but I might like flinch if I saw it in the water. So we'll give it a 1. So we're at a 3 out of 40.
Though. The Cyclops.
I forget if this one is photoshopped or just a deformed shark. This is just a deformed shark, right? Does anyone know? I feel like I remember it's a real photo, but it's a deformed shark. Yeah, that's what I thought I remembered. Okay, you know what? Honestly, a little bit freaky. I'll give this one a 3. I'm not scared of it, but I would definitely be like, what the fuck, if I saw it, you know? So I'll give it a 3, so we're at a 6 out of 50. So far, they're at 12%. They would need to get a 10 basically on all of the last 5 in order for me to give them a passing grade.
The Cyclops. This can't be real, right? Well, it turns out that it is.
It looks so fucking stupid.
In 2011, a 22-inch long monster with one eye was pulled from the Gulf of California off the coast of Mexico. Have a look at this weird, unidentified white monster from...
Well, it's clearly upside down, so that's a little bit of a problem for identifying it.
What is that?
Well, that looks like the mouth of a frilled shark.
Also, check out the teeth on this beast. If you want to convince yourself that the ocean is the scariest place and you should never swim in it or travel across it ever again, then check out his Instagram feed. The handle is r_official.
Is this just fucking an advertisement for this random dude? Those are just striped catfish. And it's not even his video. It's someone else's video that he just posted to Twitter and captioned, "We are a team," and is now getting... What?
Eyeless monster. Not all sea monsters are behemoths. Scary things can come in small packages.
How do I even rate that? It was just an advertisement. A 0, I guess. They're at 5 out of 60. Or 6 out of 60.
Packages too. The angler spoke to ABC News and said, honestly, the first thing I thought about was the Alien movie with Sigourney Weaver and that this thing that comes out of people's stomachs. It turns out that the creature is a type of worm goby, a creature native to the part of Australia that usually lives its life under thick mud. The image went viral and was shared by popular Twitter accounts such as Nature is Scary. The conclusion? Australia is a terrifying place filled...
It's a fucking worm goby. I feel like I can't give it more than like it has to be a 1. I mean, it's better than the ones that have 0, so I'll give it a 1, but like, it's just...
with actual monsters.
Just like a 3-inch blind fish.
Zero maru carcass could have been evidence of a new species or an actual mythical creature, but the ship's captain, Akira Tanaka, ordered his crew to dump the stinking carcass back into the ocean in case it spoiled the rest of the fish that had been caught. This was a big mistake, as it means that the mysterious creature has never been identified. It's been described as being...
So they caught a carcass, took like 2 photos of it, and then threw it back in the water. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
That is just a dead basking shark.
Well, that guy knew what to tell you. I didn't even have to say it. That was good timing.
Others think it was simply a decomposing basking shark.
Sure.
Unfortunately, with only photographs to work with, we will never know.
Yep. And the funny part is, if we did know, oh my god, there's mermaids on my screen. If we did know, then we would know it was just a basking shark, and then it would be a fat 0. But just because it's unidentified, we'll leave it as a 1. So we're at an 8 out of what, 80?
Mermaid. Mermaids
70?
are the stuff of myth and legend.
Seriously?
Or are they? In 2012, American TV channel Animal Planet aired a widely criticized documentary called Mermaids: The Body Found. The show was presented like a regular factual documentary and was viewed by nearly 2 million people. However, it was a total fake. The show discussed so-called evidence of mermaids, including footage from a Japanese fishing boat. Have a look for yourself. Of course, this video is totally faked and was staged specifically for the documentary, which is since considered a prime example of docu-fiction, a fictitious show posed as a fact. Kinda like the Blair Witch Project, I guess. So far as I know, no real mermaids have ever been caught.
What was this phase where like Animal Planet and what, Discovery Channel just decided to make fake movies and present them as real? Did the movies do that well? Was this like a good project on their end? Like, was this successful? I can't imagine what the motivation was for this. This was like a multi-month phase where they did this with multiple different things. I can't understand why.
The megalodon, the biggest fish ever caught, was a freakishly big great white shark weighing an incredible 2,664 pounds. Can you even imagine? That is insane. The giant shark was hauled up by Alfred Dean.
Yeah, that's the fucking title. Scariest sea monsters ever caught. And number 2 was them talking about a fake mermaid documentary. Nice.
Off the coast of Sedona in Australia in April 1959, and has been certified as the world's biggest catch by the International Game Fish Association. Great white shark.
You said the International Gay Fish Association?
As the world's biggest catch by the International Game Fish Association.
He said the Gay Fish Association. Okay, cool. Glad we're on the same page.
White sharks grow to around 20 feet in length because back in prehistoric times, great whites had ancestors called megalodons that grew up to 35 feet.
What does this have to do with the scariest sea monsters ever? Okay, I'm giving them a... It's a total of a 10 out of 100. They got a 10% on this exam. They averaged 1 point out of 10 scariness for all 10 of them. That was disappointing.